The royal family is no stranger to controversy, but what if I told you that the latest scandal isn't about affairs, politics, or even luxury lifestyles? It's about something much more personal. A shocking demand has just been made, one that could shake the very foundation of the monarchy. Prince William wants DNA tests to confirm the legitimacy of Harry and Meghan's children. Yes, you heard that right. Prince William, the future king, has questioned whether Archie and Lilibet truly belong to the royal bloodline. And how does Meghan Markle, the woman who has fought tirelessly against the monarchy's scrutiny, react to this? With fury, humiliation, and a growing sense of betrayal. But why is this happening now? Is it just another attempt to break the Sussexes, or is there something more at play here? Could this be the royal family's way of securing their future, or is it a personal vendetta? In today's video, we'll dive deep into the explosive fallout from William's DNA demand, exploring how it exposes not just royal secrets, but the complex, deeply emotional rift between Harry, Meghan, and the royal family. Is this a fight for the monarchy's survival, or a cruel blow aimed at Harry's children and his wife? Stick around as we break it all down. Prince William's demand for DNA tests on Archie and Lilibet has ignited one of the most heated royal controversies in recent history. But what is really behind this decision? Is it about ensuring the monarchy's legitimacy, or is it something more personal? A final attempt to settle the score with Meghan and Harry. Let's take a step back. We know the relationship between the Sussexes and the royal family has been strained for years. It all started with their dramatic departure from royal duties in 2020. They wanted freedom, privacy, and a life away from the public eye. But ironically, it seems they've only attracted more attention since moving to California. With each interview, documentary, and public appearance, their criticisms of the monarchy have only grown louder, particularly Meghan's accusations of racism within the royal family. But here's where things get complicated. The monarchy has always prided itself on its strict adherence to bloodline and lineage. There's a reason why the royal family goes to such lengths to protect the legitimacy of its heirs. For centuries, questions of legitimacy have had massive consequences. Just look at the Wars of the Roses in the 15th century. The fate of the throne was decided by debates over who was truly of royal blood. And, of course, there's the infamous abdication crisis in 1936, when King Edward VIII's marriage to Wallis Simpson, an American divorcee, shook the monarchy to its core. The monarchy has survived for over 1,000 years by adhering to strict traditions and ensuring that its lineage is unquestionable. That's the foundation of its authority. And now, Prince William is making it clear that no one, not even his own family, will be exempt from this rule. But the question is, should we still be living in a world where royal bloodlines dictate everything, even in 2025? This is where the situation gets personal. The tension between William and Harry has been bubbling for years, but the DNA test request has placed it at the forefront of royal politics. For William, it's a move to safeguard the future of the monarchy. The idea is simple. If Archie and Lilibet are to inherit royal titles, they must prove their connection to the royal bloodline. But for Meghan, this is more than just a bureaucratic decision. This is an attack on her family, her children, and her very place in the royal family. Meghan's response has been explosive. From the moment she heard about the request, she reportedly went into a fury, feeling humiliated and rejected by the very institution that she had tried to be a part of. She's fought for years to be seen as an equal, not just as Harry's wife, but as a woman of color who has often felt excluded by the royal family. And now, to be asked to prove her children's legitimacy in a way no other royal child has ever been asked to do, it's the final straw. But then, there's the other side of the argument. Some believe that if Meghan and Harry have nothing to hide, why not just comply with the test? It would prove once and for all that Archie and Lilibet are Harry's biological children, putting an end to any doubts once and for all. But does it really work that simply? Should Meghan and Harry be forced to undergo this test, or is it their right to refuse? Let's think about the bigger picture here. For years, Meghan and Harry have painted the monarchy as a deeply flawed institution, one riddled with racism, neglect, and exclusion. They've made no secret of their disdain for the royal family's treatment of them. But by refusing this request, are they inadvertently feeding into the very narrative they've been trying to escape, one of secrecy, scandal, and mistrust? On the other hand, William's decision to demand DNA tests also raises significant questions about the monarchy's future. Is this really about protecting the bloodline, or is it about something more? Some royal experts argue that William's stance is rooted in a desire to reform the monarchy and ensure its survival in a modern world that increasingly questions its relevance. As the monarchy faces mounting criticism from younger generations, William may believe that a more transparent and accountable institution is necessary to secure its future. Yet, there's a risk here that William might be playing a dangerous game. If he alienates Meghan and Harry even further, could that lead to more damaging consequences for the monarchy in the long run? By pushing for DNA tests, is William risking pushing Harry and Meghan out of the royal family entirely? Could this decision cause irreparable damage to the monarchy's public image, especially in the eyes of younger generations who already question the institution's role in society? Let's not forget the personal impact this is having on Harry. He's caught between two worlds, the family he was born into and the family he has chosen to create with Meghan. For years, Harry has fought to modernize the monarchy, but this request is a direct challenge to everything he's been trying to achieve. His deep loyalty to Meghan and their children is now in direct conflict with his duty to the royal family. This isn't just about a DNA test, it's about loyalty, identity, and what kind of future Harry wants for his family. And then, of course, there's the public's reaction. The news of the DNA test demand has divided public opinion. On one side, you have royal supporters who back William's decision, arguing that it's necessary to preserve the monarchy's integrity. They believe that questioning the legitimacy of royal heirs is an unfortunate but necessary step to protect the institution. On the other hand, you have those who see this as a racial attack on Meghan and her children, further highlighting the monarchy's outdated and discriminatory practices. This divide is playing out not just in the media, but in the broader public sphere. In the UK, polls show that a slight majority support William's decision, while a significant number still feel that the request is unfair. Meanwhile, in the US, where Meghan and Harry have found refuge, public opinion is overwhelmingly on their side, with many condemning the DNA request as an unjust and humiliating demand. The real question is, what happens next? Will Meghan and Harry comply with the test, or will they refuse and risk permanent estrangement from the royal family? And if they do refuse, what does that mean for their children's place in the monarchy's future? The stakes are high, and the world is watching, waiting to see how this royal drama unfolds. In the end, this isn't just about a DNA test. It's about family, identity, and the power struggles that shape the future of the British monarchy. The consequences of this decision will reverberate for years to come, and whether or not Archie and Lilibet ever get their royal titles may be the least of the issues that arise from this controversy. The real question is, what does this mean for the monarchy itself? Will it survive this crisis, or will it crumble under the weight of its own traditions and divisions? The battle lines are drawn. Meghan and Harry are prepared to fight for their family's future, but are they prepared for the long-term consequences of this fight? And will William's decision to demand DNA tests be seen as a bold move to protect the monarchy, or the final blow to the royal family's already tarnished reputation? The answer may depend on how the royal family and the world chooses to view this moment in history. In conclusion, the demand for DNA tests on Archie and Lilibet is not just about proving bloodlines. It's a pivotal moment that could reshape the future of the monarchy and redefine the relationship between Meghan, Harry, and the royal family. Prince William's decision to make such a bold move has sparked a fierce debate about loyalty, legacy, and the evolving role of the monarchy in today's world. Is this a necessary step to protect the monarchy's legitimacy, or is it a personal attack on Meghan and her children? The consequences of this decision could echo for years, and it's clear that no matter what happens, the royal family will never be the same. So, where do you stand in all of this? Do you believe William's demand is justified in the name of royal tradition, or is it a cruel blow aimed at Meghan and her family? And how do you think this will affect the future of the monarchy? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this heated topic. Drop your opinions in the comments below. Let's get the conversation started. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into royal affairs and the controversies that shape history. Your support means a lot to us, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more updates on this ever-evolving royal saga.